It's the broken record as an empath, right? You know, you're out and about in the world connecting with people. Maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you have your family that's struggling, or someone's down on themselves, and you want to help them. You want to help them. You want to go there with them. You want to connect with them, and it's intuitive to us as empaths. I don't even have to tell you how to do it. It's just part of being an empath and a highly sensitive person. You know, you're with somebody, you're going to connect with them. You naturally ask the questions, you're naturally empathetically down there with them, because empaths live their life through the energy of emotion. That's our currency. You know, the problem is, a lot of times before you even know it, you're sitting there helping people and authentic, you're connecting with people and saving them, really giving them your energy to heal them. It's a beautiful thing. But then all of a sudden you hit a wall and you're like, wow, I am exhausted and I don't know why. And then people get so used to you being there to give to them so much that they come to expect that. Yeah. They come to expect that. And so what are your choices then? Just keep yourself depleted and keep yourself completely exhausted mentally and emotionally all the time to save other people? Or, you got to have that energy for yourself too. So how do you stop doing that? Okay. One, you need to become aware. That is the first thing. That is the difference between an unaware empath and an empowered empath, is you need to start becoming aware of this stuff. It's easy too. You just need to start asking yourself the question of okay, you got to check in with yourself. How are my energy levels? How is my emotional energy today? What can I give? Sometimes that answer is none. Sometimes that answer is a lot, but you don't owe anyone your energy. You don't. You owe it to yourself. And a lot of times there's a habit that's built up though, because you attach that identity to yourself. I'm the person that people go to all the time. I'm the therapist of the group. I'm the healer, the rescuer, or whatever words and lingo you want to use. You got to break that. Look, I'm just me. I'm just me. I'm just Kai, man. I don't want to be associated with any of that. I just want to be me. It's cool. If you want to hang out with me, fine. And if not, great. You got to find those people that love you for you and not for your energy. I'm not saying don't ever help people out again and stuff, but you got to become aware of how much energy you have and what this person is requiring. Okay, that's number one. Two, you need to understand that it's not your job to save everyone. It's not your job to save anyone. Contrary to popular belief, we somehow internalize that we internalize that that it is our job for some reason, because we see people suffering and we want to take away the suffering because we can feel their suffering. And, if you're a decent human being, you don't want people to suffer, but you got to understand there's a lot of people out there, toxic, narcissists, toxic people, family members, friends. A lot of people don't want to be saved. They don't, and it's not your job to save them. It's not. You can empathize with them, you can be compassionate with them, but I did a video on this a couple months ago. It's not everyone deserves your empathy and compassion, and you got to realize those things. That is what's going to, when you're asking yourself those questions and having those realizations, that right there is you are going to automatically start to prioritize your own needs, prioritize your own energy, because you're going to be aware, okay, I'm really low on energy today. I just did Kai told me to do some introspection. I did some introspection. Okay, I'm really low energy today. I don't have anything to give. And it's not my job to save Joe Schmo over here, or Paulina Christine, who is just having a really, really bad time in life. I feel for you, I got it, but I don't have anything to give right now, so it wouldn't be authentic anyways. And okay, now what am I going to do to build my energy back up. Do you like to sleep? How's it, I'm gonna go and eat some. I always say semen retention, preserving your sexual energy, having a good diet, drinking water, and getting plenty of sleep, and having that alone time. We need that as empaths, that alone time to recharge. And you need to put the phone, this is just me, like, put the phone down. I'm just gonna focus on me. Everyone else can wait for a little bit. You got to prioritize yourself. And then when your energy comes back up, and you can tell people, like, look, like, you don't have to ignore people. It's just like, look, I'm sorry, like, I just can't do this today. I gotta focus on me. Little low energy, I'm sorry. You don't have to, like, be an asshole to people, like, just ignore them. And people are gonna understand that. And if they don't, then why are you hanging out with them anyways, honestly? Like, a lot of times we're so used to people treating us poorly that we only hang out with people like that. So, but yeah. Okay. Today, I woke up and I did my self-care, I did my self-love, and now I have a bunch of energy. Now I can go and spare some. Cool. I did introspection, I checked in. Yeah, I'm at full tank, I can go give a little bit to someone. Go give some help. Go be the light go save the world a little bit. Go help go help be there for someone. Hold some space for them. Okay? That's the difference. When you really truly get to the point where you can start to pick who and when you want to help, and who and when you want to give your energy to, and who deserves it, that's true freedom. And then when you're doing it, you can, your intuition is going to start to guide you. Like, no, I don't really feel called to help them right now, or give my energy to them right now. I feel called to give it to them instead, to this other person instead. Then it becomes so authentic and so powerful, and you're in the flow of the universe, and then you're helping who you're supposed to help, not who your trauma is telling you to help. It's true. Like, and so then you're never really going to get depleted, because, like, you have your own self and your own sense of self-worth and own person, and, humans, prioritized as well. You have no problem, and then you have no problem voicing your needs and concerns, putting up a boundary. Like, it's all it takes. That's what taking care of your needs is, and prioritizing your needs and asking for your needs to be met. Saying I need space is a need. Okay, I need this right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you have anxiety or fear about that, that's just what it is. It's just a product of the mind, fear and anxiety. I'm not saying it doesn't affect you and it's not stifling at times, but you gotta find out where that comes from, ask why and where that comes from, and then you gotta lean into it and still do it anyways. This change doesn't just happen overnight. Like, you have to give yourself some grace through this process. Like, oh, I tried to pull back and to prioritize my own needs, and it didn't happen. Like, I fell into old habits. All right, like, sounds good. That's no problem. Try again tomorrow. Give yourself some grace and stop being so hard on yourself. Like, God, we are so gentle and soft on other people, and the hardest on ourselves as empaths. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It comes from your product, your environment, but it's different for everyone. I think every human being is so hard on themselves because of this society, man. Like, Western society is like, the baseline is to work harder, to do more, and to suck it up. That's the baseline. And it's like, yeah, but I'm also exhausted and need some love too. Like, give me a break, man. Like, this society is so brainwashed, prioritizing, just prioritizing all the wrong things. Don't be weak. Don't be weak. If you want it, you're gonna have to work that 100-hour work week every week for the rest of your life. Then you can enjoy your money for another 10 or 20 years, and then you die. Like, I want to enjoy. Don't you want to enjoy your life now? Like, geez Louise, man. Let me see if I missed anything. The first step to closing that emotional gate on someone is checking in with yourself, your own emotions. How am I doing today, Kai? How am I doing today? Oh, I'm exhausted? All right. Why am I exhausted? Because I just accidentally just gave a little too much of myself. You know, I'm not saying do that. It's a good thing to do that for the people you love, but it's also important to prioritize yourself. And people will understand. Check in with yourself, all right? And then express how you're feeling. You know, I know anxiety and stress, and if you're not used to it, it's fearful and it might not happen. And that's okay. You know, do it at your own pace. Figure out why that makes you so fearful and scared to do it. And just continue to try your best through the process. This is a school. The universe is just presenting you a school. This is just a course that you're taking. You know, if you want to pass the course, you're going to have to try a little bit, you know, and the reward is peace. And the reward is a high sense of self-worth and a high sense of self-confidence. And pretty soon you'll be able to start giving that love and compassion to yourself, you know, have that high sense of self-worth. And, you know, it's cool, you know, things can change. And then when you do give your energy to people and give your love to people, it's so powerful. It's so healing. It's so amazing. And it's humbling too. You know, it's humbling. Yeah. Good times. Hope everyone has a great day.